Bottoms up, as we have probably one of the most ridiculous market watches of the week. Oh boy, we did it, community. You guys are the best. Guys, remember to thumbs up this video if you guys want market watch for next week. It is very important that you guys communicate with me. Also, we might not cover all of the prices in this week's video. Once again, communicate with my audience. I do not see everything every week, and I definitely do not know everything that happens weekly. This was a ridiculous week between John and everyone else making like 30 of these videos. So, totally awesome. Coming in at $50 now. These were like 30 a week ago. Congratulations, guys. If you didn't pick up your set or have your set, you're going to be paying $50 for these now. Now, I don't know if this is something that you guys want to focus on picking up now, unfortunately. Paleos will be a very strong deck. But with the way that American Konami seems to be focusing on more letting the game fix itself, I'm sure this card will power creep itself once Leica and Mr. Kong release in the near future. But very ridiculous. Also on the Rise and Rise Swap Frogs, I picked up some before the hype train went up at 31s. Gotta love TCG player though. There were a couple for 32 and then they jumped to 37. This was a very good buyout. If you guys saw the triggered buyout on this, you should have automatically assumed that the ultimate rare Swap Frogs were going to go up as well. Very important to take note of this. Typically if one thing follows suit, the rest of the deck will follow suit as well. But very, 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 very important that if you have these, make yourself a free $180 right now for no reason if you don't plan on playing Paleo. Next up, just taking another look at Fusion Enforcers. I've been tracking this every time we do a market watch. Now that Zoo is not the best deck, it still is a very good deck. Things have started to kind of tank over here. Invocations are under 40s now. Makaba's going underneath 30, which is actually very good. These will be under 25 by next week. And then the rest of the set just kind of floating in the void here. So, not much else there. Zoo also, if you guys have not picked up Zoo, it is very important to consider picking up Zoo. And barrages are under 50s now. This is a price cut from more than half from what existed just weeks ago. It's really ridiculous. Still, there's 2 card combos you can do. Yangzing Barrage is really ridiculous as a deck. Broad Bulls, Dryden's going down as well. And then some of the little lesser things in this set, like Foolish Burial and Ice Spell kind of floating here. And then, of course, that grass looks greener. Boy, oh boy, this card had... So this was the price around the time that the list came out. And now look at this. These did not have as much of an increase as people thought they were going to. And yeah, I know a lot of people trying to push these up by buying more of them, but you're still... These should be 30, I'm not going to lie. But you're dealing with something that there's so many of it on the market. Give it a little bit of time, but for now, that's what it's floating at. Another thing this week, oh man, so these are still floating where they should be. These were like $12. They're down to 11 now. Not much of a difference on left arms, but they are going under now, so please bear that in mind before you decide if you're like, I want to keep left arms. A lot of the builds have cut them. A lot of them are still playing them. It's kind of player preference. Alright, so TCG over here. We had certain cards come back off the list. First up on the list is a good old Future Fusion. Oh, man. So, Future Fusion's coming in at a ridiculous price. Now, these things are $24. Congratulations, we did it. These go all the way up to $49. Man, don't you guys love hype trains? If you would have followed the OCG hype when this card originally came back, you would have had a very good opportunity to make some money. These did eventually tank back down, but they went back up, so we did exactly what we came to do. Next up, Imperial Order. Following the trend here, there's a lot of fucking secrets on the market. So many of them. Bet we have to go into like page 3 to find light play, like $8. Just wait for the reprint. If you guys have an Imperial Order, just sell it and just wait for the reprint. There's absolutely no reason to be even sitting on these. So yeah, please, for the love of God, unload these if you have them. Make yourselves some quick money before they go down. Next up, Turbo Rescue Cats finally going under 50. These things coming in at $30. So many people just so hard for cat. I don't know why. It's not that spectacular right now. Brionic following up on the hype train, looking at 45 for DT, looking at like $10 for golds, 5. That's a big difference right there. But yeah, you're looking at a very good chunk here for Brios. Next up, Vanity's Emptiness. Oh man, so I only wanted to make this video for this to show the impact of the list. Super's crashing hella under right now. Oh man, it's actually beautiful. Secrets are under 10s. If these go any lower, you might want to start picking up one or two of them for your band binder. Next up, Ultimate Brain Control's coming in at the 25 Dawamak, a very expensive card. I wouldn't pay more than 25 for Brain Control. The card's kind of terrible now with the errata, but for terms of just nostalgia, pick it up. This was so I was looking through things and someone told me to just check out Midshield Guard, and I'm like, why? Like, why are these ultimates so expensive? I don't know if I'm missing something here. DR3 doesn't look like there's a lot going on over here, you know, outside of Brain Control, but that tends to happen. You know, Ancient Gear. Let's go to the last page to see what's bought out here. Of course, some of the packs don't exist. King Skull sold out. Sirius Bell, Doradio, Gardna, Ancient Beast. All very random buyouts, but it's DR3. Like, these cards are disappearing because the set was already very hard to get. Just a little food for thought for history. DR4 as well. Actually, DD Sailants are on the down. I'm actually kind of shocked. These were holding at 100. They've pushed under. Xarion still doing what Xarion does. Still looking at hella money on Mr. Tyranno Infinity. Mirrors, $40 like usual. Macros. These are still holding 30s. Still holding 20s. Secret Kaiba Man's actually under. I'm actually shocked. Not much else. There's something else random. Now I'm thinking about it. Shining Dragon Secret Rares. Man, look at this. This is so ridiculous. Retro Pack 2. What a fucking set. This is obviously the most ridiculous thing. And then, of course, Dragon Master Knight, Feather Duster, Valkyrion, Victory Dragon, and Ring. Like, very spectacular set. We're coming back to this. Next up, Tour Guide. Of course, who doesn't love the fact that Sangan is back off the list? I know a lot of you guys do, but Ultimate Tour Guide's coming in at 35. Secrets coming in at, well, you can play without the first edition for $10. Maxi Ultimate's still holding value as well. It doesn't matter what the fuck this card does, it seems like, anymore. Ultimate's coming in at fucking $94. Never pay $94 for a staple. I'll play Secrets. They look better. Anyway, Maxi Secrets under 20 now. Ultra's still high as fuck. Super's still high as fuck. Gold's still high as fuck. Give this time, these will drop a little bit. Chalice also. This is something interesting. Ultras are fucking $15 to $17. Meanwhile, Ultimates, $27. Why are you not getting the Ultimates? They look better. Sell your Ultra Chalices. They're ridiculous. Also, MX Saber Invoker, of course, a reprint rolling out here soon. They're still very expensive. I feel like the Ultras might be coming in at 10 to start. I'm not expecting anything spectacular for them. But if you don't intend to play Invoker, drop it. Oh, Necrovalley Errata. Oh, man. So, Ultimate Necrovalley's coming in at expensive as testicles. And nothing spectacular here. Just expensive Necrovalleys. Of course, hype does that, right? Of course, Paleozoic being on the max rarity block now. Of course, Card Demise on the rise. So what happens when good cards don't get reprints? These things were what? $20? You know, this isn't a super big increase. It's only like $9, but with this card being for what it is in today's game, these should be $40. Next up, Desires. You guys remember when these were under 50? I remember. Desires coming back in at $60 now. We did it. True King hype, as usual. The water's now over 50. The Ultra is going to be hitting 7 again very soon. If you don't have a set, I'm sorry. You know, we talked about these quite some time ago, that you should be picking up an immediate set of these to have them, and now look at them. Like, so many of them on the market, but, you know, with the way the OCG is going right now, these will probably go up even more. Direct Yugioh, DT is coming in at $4, and of course, like, the fuck is going on here? Like, all this high-end shipping shit. I fucking love it. Or I guess we can just not open these. Direct Yugioh is like $4. Like, that's what happens when you have a very good card. Level 1 Fire Tuner. Next up, Retro Pack Sangins. Nothing spectacular here. Fucking expensive. Turbo Pack Ultras, expensive. Supers. I think the Super looks better than the rest of them, to be honest with you. DLG and Retro Pack do the same thing. They both look nice. Next up, Manju, still expensive as ball sacks as well. Still looking at $12 on DTs. Super still $6. $6. If you have common bulk and you haven't gone through for Manjus, like, why are you not making yourself free money, guys? And for anybody, this was just something I wanted to point out. These are very cheap. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. You know, you guys, if you're looking for an investment, right here. You know, we don't talk about investments very often because there's not a lot of them, but just something to consider here. Lane Darkness Dragon. So, fucking few weeks ago, we made a video talking about how this card isn't good. And I still stick by my word. I don't know who the fuck is doing this. There are, like, no secrets on the market from the manga. And that's ridiculous to me, for a card. Of course, I get Retro Pack going up. I have 9 Retro Packs. 3 English, 3 German, 3 French, I believe. I'm a very big fan of Light and Darkness Dragon. The card's always been very close to me. I've always enjoyed playing against it. It was very cool for its time. Unfortunately, like, yeah, there are many other cheap alternatives, but the high rarity ones that exist, well, they're still going up for some reason. Next up, Takum Tumborg. Of course, there was a buyout on Takum Tumborg. Ha! Got him. They're like, yeah, you know. I know Terratop had some things around it. Still looking at, nothing really changed here except for these were bought out for the commons, and then of course these went up, and supers, like, nothing changed. Like, these are still where they should be, and ultimates are still $40. It's interesting. Toon Kingdom also is on the rise for some goddamn reason. Collectability, I suppose. You know, no reprints. Same thing with cards like Dark Magic Circle. You know, let's just... I can't even spell Dark Magic Circle. Screw it. We're not even going to look it up. Collectability. You know, a lot of you guys... You know, we make the comment that's like, oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh's dying, but there's still a lot of collectors out there that collect cards that have value because they're nostalgic from the show. It's very important. It's one of the things that keeps life in this game. Also, last but not least, someone pitched a question to me, and I'm here to return the question. Return the question. Well, yeah, return the question with quite possibly an answer. But do you think Solemn Strike could hit the $40 mark? If you're currently looking at these right now in terms of prices, these things, well, they're still very, very high. Strike has been one of those cards that has been a near adept staple into today's game. If you're not playing these, you know, what are you really doing? Next up, oh man, this is a card that goes way back. Do you guys remember Phantom Sky Blaster. I'm afraid to like see this. These were, holy crap. Okay, so looking at $7-8 for these things. Why? What is going on here? This card's ridiculous. This card's normal flip summon. You can special summon a number of Sky Blast tokens, but no more than the number of monsters you control. During your standby phase, you inflict 3 damage to your opponent, blah blah blah. That doesn't matter. Man, token degeneration. I gotta love things like Gofu. Alright, there's a few other things here that we need to just quietly look up. Yeah, we don't have everything prepared, but that's part of the joy of these things. Ultimate Allure Darkness coming in at $26. Wow, that's a pretty big jump. Once these are gone, you shift all the way up to $30 for these. So good. Alright, this should be the last thing. I'm going to do a Max Rarity Light Sword this week. Kind of just let that set. Wow, we did it. CT Fossil Dinos and Commons are $3 a piece. And Secrets, what? Why? Like, Barrier Stuns made this much of an impact on today's game? Like, wow. $17 for light play. First editions are $30 now. Wow. Wow. So that concludes the Market Watch for today, guys. Obviously, we do not get to cover everything on a weekly basis, because I would be here for an hour, and I don't want to be here for an hour. Obviously, as I said, there are things we missed. Please comment them down below. Please like this video. Share this video with your friends. We only do Market Watch once a week. If you guys want Market Watch every other day, subscribe to House of Champions. You guys will get the feel of that. And, well, that's it for today, guys. Deuces. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.